Hey guys, and welcome on in to another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Stats. I'm your host, Terry Edelman at TE Picks over on X, ready to break down this big, great, amazing Wednesday slate that we've got to go over today. And of course, I am being sarcastic. Only 3 games to go over today, 15 games to go over tomorrow, 1 game on Friday, 14 on Saturday, and I believe 3 on Sunday. So the NHL schedule makers are back at their old ways of giving us huge slates, small slates, huge slates, small slates. So with that being said, there will be no Friday episode of Picks on Net. I will be breaking down the Chicago Blackhawks and Columbus Blue Jackets game the night before. So still going to get that game broken down. I'm just going to do it the night before. Instead of doing it the day of Friday, because there's only 1 game. So with that being said, we do have 3 games to go over today, which we will get to here, of course, after I recap yesterday's slate. And unfortunately, for me, overall, yesterday finished down minus 1.03 units. So just down under a unit, 4 and 5 day. But unfortunately, the shows, my losers were all the plays that I gave out on the show yesterday. So I feel bad. I'm sorry, guys. But that's just how it's going to go sometimes. The member play of the day was a winner, the over between the Buffalo Sabres and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Cashed pretty easily here after a 3-2 first period. Nothing better. Well, I guess a 3-3 first period would have been a little better, but nothing really better than a 3-2 first period. So that was awesome. We got the over there. I was also on the Sabres money line as well, which cashed. This is not the same old Buffalo Sabres team as in the past. And what proved that was after their 10-game win streak, who then go on a long losing streak. Lost a couple games, but since then they've still been able to string wins together. So I'm comfortable saying that the Buffalo Sabres are a different team. And I think they are headed to the playoffs. Now, I said that on X, and a Buffalo Sabres fan told me, shh. So they're a little bit afraid of being jinxed, but no, I don't think that's the case here. This game was a total disaster. This game just did not go well whatsoever. The Kings and the Red Wings. The Red Wings, I don't want to say no-showed the first half of the game, but weren't very noticeable on the ice, weren't putting up any offense. The Kings end up winning this 3-1. So the over did not cash. I was also on the Red Wings money line. I really expected them to come out here and play well in this game. They did not. And Casper did not score. So unfortunate game here in this one. And we'll see what the Wings do if they respond after this game tomorrow. Over 6.5, unfortunately, lost here. Ended up being a 3-2 game. But Cole Caulfield continues to do Cole Caulfield type things. My favorite way to bet player props is by player streaks, when players go on streaks. And the biggest one that comes to mind, of course, is Reinhart, who really, really went on a long streak the year before last for us. And there are occasional streaks like Mark Stone, obviously, earlier on in the year, and now, or not in the year, but a few weeks ago, Cole Caulfield is now that hot moneymaker for us, as was Pinto and Geeky at the beginning of the season. So players go on these streaks, and then we ride them, and we continue to cash with them. Caulfield had his first goal taken away. I was not very happy about that, I'll be honest, but he made sure to rectify that with a goal. I passed on this game here, and I will obviously be getting into comments. I saw Robert's comment, which I will address here after this, but not a great game by the Wild whatsoever at the beginning. They basically no-showed, left Wallstedt out to dry. He let in a couple goals, ended up letting in a third goal, which was really bad. But after that, the Wild responded, ended up tying this game. Took a penalty in overtime, overcame that, and then ended up winning in the shootout. If you haven't seen Connor Bedard's shootout goal, it's something to watch. That's for sure. But the Wild continued their domination over Chicago. I should have been on the over here. The reason I stayed off, not sure Chicago would be able to produce offensively. Obviously, they scored 3 goals, but the over train with the Wild continues to cash here in this one. And then, unfortunately, Graf did not get a point. So it's a bit unfortunate. I was also on the Sharks money line, which cashed here. But yeah, unfortunately, Graf did not get a point for us. So that was a little bit weird, but it happens. Yep, trade Wallstedt. He's trash. Okay. So, yes, there is an Ice Guys a chat on X that I'm in. Robert, of course, is in that, as is some other people. I was frustrated yesterday in that chat, of course, with how the Wild were starting that game against the Blackhawks. But I am okay with trading Jesper Wallstedt if it brings a number 1 center to the Wild. I've said that previously. The Minnesota Wild need a number 1 center if they want to go on a playoff run, and this team needs to go on a playoff run, especially after acquiring Quinn Hughes. Wallstedt may turn out to be a top-tier goaltender in this league, but he's not going to help you this season. He's not going to help you win the Cup this season. Gustafsson is starting. Unless he absolutely falls off a cliff and Jesper goes back to being the Wall, as he was earlier in the season, then Gustafsson is starting. So, Stanley Cup. No more of these first-round exits that people love to remind me about on a daily basis. It's time to win the Stanley Cup. Late. Was I, though? I don't know for sure, but what's good? Hey, OG, how's it going? Hi, Terry. Hi, Timothy. How's it going? OG partying, or swag partying. My props were cashing yesterday. I put in the chat. Beautiful. No apologies, brother. We can't win everyone. Yeah, it's just I go 3 or 4 and 5 on the night, but unfortunately 1 and 4 or 1 and 5 on the show. So it sucks. But I stayed up till almost 1 a.m. to watch Graf not get a point. Could have been a very good night. Oh, Hal, I'm sorry. Frustrating. Hi, Terry. How are you? Very frustrated with Utah. They should have won versus Tampa. Did not take them versus Florida. Do you think Philly covers plus 1.5? It comes here in my system. We'll be talking about that game. I have 2 plays in that game, but we'll get to it. Just played the Sharks money line yesterday, put a chunk down on them, so good day. There you go. Hashtag fade Vancouver. It works. Roenick did come through big time. Okay, that's good. Are we really putting faith in Duclair today? We'll talk. Anyone else having audio issues, or is it just me? Uh-oh. I am swag, had to leave and come back. Okay, I'll try that. Had audio issues. Yes, Terry, you break down, bro. Oh, no. Okay, well, that sucks. The Capitals suck. Lost to the Canucks and Kraken. Laughing. Robert, Caulfield goal is going to be minus 105 soon if he keeps it up. Not yet. Goalfield. Hey, that works too. I cashed Caulfield, TNT Thompson, Geeky. Beautiful, Robert. Kraken are a playoff team. They don't suck. Interesting. Okay. Fire. Nice, Robert. Bedard not even getting a shot. It was awful. But yes, that's what I mean. From being a Wild fan that does not like Chicago, I loved every minute of that. And of course, Faber should have won the Calder, but that's in the past. Celebrini, GOAT, yes, especially in his hometown. Your best bet was San Jose team total over 3.5. Very nice. Who saw that Vegas Montreal undercoming? Not me. Fortunately, Celebrini and Smith showed up. Beautiful. Wild in Swahili means first round. No, it doesn't. Wilder first round done team. Sorry, Terry. Yes, unless they go and get a number 1 center. That's what they need to do. Yes. What's up, Terry? I got smashed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sweet Pickles. I'm sorry. Now it works. Okay, perfect. Good. Okay. Well, we've got 3 games to break down here on today's slate. And we'll start with the Battle of New York. Get used to this because we'll be talking about this game tomorrow again. These two teams doing a home and home split here. So they will be in Madison Square Garden tomorrow. But Rangers plus 120, the Islanders minus 140, and a total of 6.5 here in this game. We have confirmed goalies in all 3 games. Spencer Martin starting for the Rangers, 1-2 with a 3.9 goals against average, 864 save percentage. David Riddick, 11-7-3, 2.57 goals against average, 901 save percentage here in this one. How do these two teams do against each other? Well, the Islanders have won both meetings between the two teams this year. The Rangers had won 8 of the previous 9. So this was a very one-sided series, but it's starting to turn here this season. 3 of the last 4 between the two teams have gone under 5.5. When I look at this game here, the Rangers have been an over team. The Islanders have been an under team. The Islanders have been inconsistent. Going back here, we're alternating wins and losses. The last time they won back-to-back games, January 3rd and January 6th. So they beat Toronto and then they beat New Jersey 9-0. Then they were alternating wins and losses. Lost 4-1 to Seattle, lost 5-0 to Buffalo, and then just beat Philly 4-0. So the Islanders have been really up and down here as of late and have not been winning starts with Riddick. He's lost, I think, 3 consecutive starts here for the Islanders. 3 games he's played in. Yeah, 3 games he started. He's lost. The team has lost. But I think the Islanders win this. I think the Islanders probably win a low-scoring game here in this one. I want no part of the Islanders at minus 140. I don't want to take this game in regulation. And I lean with the under 6.5, but not enough to get to it here. Player props with value. Jonathan Drouin over 1.5 shots, plus 135, 4 of his last 5 games. Will Cooley over 1.5 shots, 3 games in a row. He's plus 107. Point props, Duclair 3 of his last 5 games, plus 115. Andersley plus 134, 3 of his last 5. Will Cooley plus 174, 3 of his last 5 games. Goal streaks, not really much to talk about here. Power play point streaks, Duclair, Barzal, both in 3 of their last 5 games, plus 450 for Duclair, plus 225 for Barzal. Assist streaks, Vincent Trocheck, 4 of his last 5 games, plus 110 with an assist here in this one. That would probably be my lean for a player prop in this game, but ultimately not going to force out any plays. This game is a pass. Pass to start out the slate. Bo Horvat, anytime goal, plus 160. All right. First period over 2.5. Whoa. Okay. Low scoring? Nah. Okay. Well, we'll see. I'm not on the under, so if it wants to be a crazy game, that's fine with me. Evan Rodriguez didn't come through. Oh, no. Sorry, Hal. Isles moneyline minus 135. Erod triggered me. Lafreniere on top power play. All right. We will see what happens. But we'll move on along to our second game, the Colorado Avalanche and Ottawa Senators here in this one. Colorado minus 160. Road favorites. The Sens plus 135 home dogs and a total of 6.5 here in this one. Mackenzie Blackwood confirmed for Colorado, 14-3-1, 2.4 goals against average, 911 save percentage. James Reimer confirmed here for the Sens, 1-2-1, 3.32 goals against average, 870 save percentage here for the Sens. If you remember, when I broke down this game, when the two teams faced each other earlier on in the year, You might remember that this has been a pretty one-sided series between these two teams. Colorado 10-0-1 in the last 11 meetings between the two teams. 8 of the last 9 have gone over 6.5. The one game that didn't finished with 6 goals. And Colorado has scored at least 5 goals in 9 consecutive games against the Sens. Avalanche, this is Colorado's probably their favorite team to play, is Ottawa Senators. And that continued this year. The Avalanche winning 8-2 in the first meeting between the two teams this year. Do have a premium play over on picksandparlays.net, my only premium play of the day. So you can go and get that over on the site in this game. But we will look at player props here in this one. Arturi Lehkonen, over half a point. 4 of his last 5 games with a point. He's minus 106 to get a point here. Has points in 2 of his last 3 against the Ottawa Senators as well. I think there's value with Lehkonen here at minus 108. Dylan Cousins, over half a point, minus 120. He has done that in 3 of his last 4 games against Colorado and in 6 of his last 7 games overall. So was very, very close to pulling the trigger on Dylan Cousins. But to take a player prop against Colorado at minus 120, ultimately I decided to pass here. So no player props for me actually on today's slate, which is a bit surprising. But Claude Giroux is a point 3 of his last 5, plus 120 here in this one. Goal streaks, nothing really to talk about. Nothing to talk about power play point wise. Assist streaks, McKinnon, but no value. No value with him. So basically, if you're looking for player props here in this game, I would look at Arturi Lehkonen for Ottawa and Dylan Cousins for the Ottawa Senators in this one. Line has dropped. Islanders minus 125 on BetOnline. Whoa. Okay. Barzal has 3 goals in 3 games versus Martin. Surprised he's faced him that many times. And Horvat has 2 goals in 2 games versus Martin. Okay. Nick Robertson let us down yesterday, JD. Colorado won 7 straight versus Ottawa. Yeah, it's been domination station. Domination station. Nature's anytime goal, plus 140. He's dead to me? Oh, no. Oh, no. Drew back on the top line. Okay. Okay, I like that, Hal. I like that. Colorado team total over 3.5, minus 123. Robert got minus 120. I'm surprised that the odds are that low. I'm surprised that you're not being forced to take the 4.5. But as I said, 9 games in a row, they've scored at least 5 against the Senators. So you just need them to get 4. Barzal Duclair point parlay plus 134. Okay, I don't hate it. Hi, Terry. I wish I took Goal Caulfield, but I did get Celebrini. Okay, nice. Hamilton, who I should have been on, but I mentioned him on yesterday's show, plus the member play of the day. Perfect. Love to hear it. And yeah, I should have been on Hamilton as well. I mentioned him, but in his defense, UPL was taken out early, and Robertson had a great history for him. That's true. Another first period over 2.5. I could see it. Games between these two teams kind of get out of hand. They do. And I do think, yes, Ottawa's off a 7-1 win in their last game, but they remember what happened the last time these two teams faced. I think Ottawa's going to know with their goaltending situation that the only way they have a chance to win this game is if they score some goals. So, yeah, I do think Ottawa will come out strong as well. Lehkonen point, yes, I like it. Olsen goal. My favorite play of the day is Colorado team total over 3.5. Nelson anytime goal. Kachuk assist. All right. Ottawa first period over 1.5, 13-1 run. 13 game streak did come to an end against Vegas in the last game. All right. Batherson plus 250. I'm going to grab that live, JD. Never a bad idea. Unless, well, as long as you're okay with maybe not being able to get it if there is an early goal. McKinnon over 1.5 points plus Makar assists plus 127. I like it. Columbus Philly over 6.5 a lock. Nothing is a lock, but we will be talking about that game shortly. Batherson has 4 goals in 6 games versus Blackwood. Shabbat has 4 and 8 versus Blackwood, and Natchez has 4 goals and 5 versus Reimer. Wow. Okay. So some other player props to look at. Hey, Terry, how's it going? Not too bad, Gabriel. Thanks for asking. How are you? Ottawa goal in first 10, streak still alive. Perfect. And we're going to go to our final game. And I know people might be thinking, wow, Terry hasn't given out any plays on today's slate. Is he going to? Yes. Don't worry. Save the best for last, but hopefully. The Philadelphia Flyers and the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Flyers plus 115, road dogs. Columbus minus 135, home favorites. And a total of 6.5 here in this one. Goalies for this one, Dan Vladar, confirmed. He's back. Has not played in a long time. 16, 7, and 4, 2.46 goals against average, 905 save percentage on the season. Elvis Merzlikins confirmed for Columbus, 8, 8, and 1, 3.81 goals against average, 882 save percentage. Merzlikins has been better, though, since Rick Bowness took over. And when I look at this game here, Philly does, if you look at it from the season as a whole, Philly has the goaltending advantage. But Vladar, it has been a while. It has been a while since Dan Vladar last started. Let me get it up here. Dun, dun, dun. He last played on the 14th, so 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, and he was giving up 2 goals in most games, gave up 4 to Tampa Bay. He's lost 3 in a row. And games he has started have actually been very high scoring. 5-2, 5-1, 2-1, 5-2, 5-2. So games he's been in have been high scoring. Over 6.5 plus 100 here in this game. 8 of the last 12 games between these two teams have gone over 6.5. One of the games that didn't finished with 6 goals. Philly's gone over 6.5 in 6 of their last 9 games. One game that didn't go over finished with 6 goals. And Columbus has gone over 6.5 in 3 of their last 6. So they have been a little bit trending more towards the under. But games Merzlikins have been in net, 6 of the last 9 have gone over 6.5. So I do think we're going to get goals on both sides here in this game. But I think Columbus wins this, and I like them in regulation at plus 120. Yes, of course, I would probably prefer Jack Greaves to be in net here, but I don't like this spot for Vladar, and I do like this spot for Columbus. After this, Columbus is in a stretch now where they are, bear with me for a second, they've won 6 of their last 7 games. 4 of those games were in regulation. And they are on a hot streak here, and they have an opportunity with this schedule until the Olympic break to go into the Olympic break hot. Their next 5 games are very winnable games here. Obviously, this one against Philly, and then Chicago, St. Louis, New Jersey, and then Chicago again before the break. So Columbus has an opportunity here to rack up some points. I like them to win this game in regulation, and I like it to be high scoring. Over 6.5. When it comes to player props here in this one, Mason Marchment, a point in 3 of his last 5, minus 110. He has been good for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Otherwise, not a lot of point streaks or goal streaks or assist streaks here. The offense has been kind of spread around for both teams recently, so it's really tough to get a player prop. So that's why I've got no props today. No player props today, which is weird, but that's the situation here. But obviously, people in the chat like props. So thank you guys, of course, for posting all your plays. Fantilli over 2.5 shots a goal, -107. Marchenko, -114. Tippett, -107. Okay, so Robert likes a lot of shots on goal props here. Marchenko, 4 of his last 5. Fantilli, 4 of his last 5. And Tippett, 3 of his last 5. But success again, 8 of his last 10. So all very good looks, Robert. All very good looks. What's up, Addison? Addison saying hi to Tim. OG likes that. Go up, go up, go up. Columbus getting Matejchuk and Wood back today. Very nice. They would have had him back for the last game, but of course it got postponed. Johnson point +125. All right. Going back to being MIA. We'll see. We'll see. Werenski anytime goal +312. I like it. I like it. Back to 10 to 12 minutes a game, unfortunately. Oh, no. That's not good for producing. Noah Cates, anytime goal +350. Owen Tippett, anytime goal +225. Konechny, anytime goal +200. Beautiful. Tippett, 3+ shots in 8 of last 9, 8 of last 10, and 9 of 12 versus Columbus, -115. If you like shots and goal props, that's a great one. All 3 of the ones that Robert mentioned, including that one, are great ones. From Appabano Bets, of course, Ian Cameron on X. Flyers are 10-1 to the over following a loss, scoring 1 goal or less, which I love to hear. Of course. I like that stat, so I like it. Vladar has to knock off a little rust, so in case Philly can't score, I like that Columbus team total over 3.5 as well. Yeah, I took Columbus and Reg first, and then I decided to go with over 6.5 as well, kind of a little bit as of insurance, because if I see Merzlikins having a bad game and Columbus not winning this one, I think we're going to get goals on both sides. If Columbus does win this one in regulation, it could maybe be low scoring, but I want to have the over 6.5 kind of as insurance here. Cates, anytime goal +400, 5 goals in 6 games versus Elvis. Konechny, anytime goal +225, 6 goals in 9 games versus Elvis. All right. Zegras over shots and goal. Tocchet specifically called him out after the last game. Okay. Now I got to take Cates. JD, how can I not with those stats? Is this Coyle's 1,000th game? I'm not sure. I know he No, he already played it. Didn't he already play it? Terry Ray Vegas, like those Tippett numbers. Thanks. Let's hope Cates treats us better than Robertson. Fingers crossed. Never mind, this will be his 1,001st. Yeah, I thought so. I have zero faith in Billy G trading Wallstedt. He literally picked JT Miller over Caulfield and Jason Robertson. He doesn't watch hockey, obviously. Okay, Robert. My thoughts on that are Bill Guerin is focused on the Wild. Of course, yes, he's also GM of Team USA, but his number one priority should be focused on the Wild. So I know Americans on the channel might disagree with me, but that's his main job. If he's not as focused on Team USA as he should be, then oh well. Yes, okay. Great job. Like always, Terry. Good luck tonight. Thank you. Enjoy. You as well. But that's today's show. Thank you everyone for watching. Tomorrow, 15 games. So make sure to check out tomorrow's show. I will be doing a video for Picks and Parlays as I usually do. Of course, with so many games tomorrow, we'll definitely have to go over some games. So check that out. Yes, goal Caulfield, anytime goal is a play. Spoiler alert, but you guys know how we do it around here. We'll be taking Caulfield until he lets us down. When I shouldn't say it like that, until his streak comes to an end. Because, he can't let us down. There you go. Morning, Brother T. Philly money line of the dark career versus Columbus. Okay, 3-0-0, 1.64. Albeit with Calgary, but Philly plays better D. Elvis. Yeah, I get that. I get that, but I don't know. It's not a great spot for him. Not a great spot for him. And Columbus is playing really well right now. Really well. No, he's actually he's actually a Wild fan, a Wild and a Canes fan. So no, he doesn't dislike them. There are people out there that dislike them, but I won't mention names. Thanks as always, Terry. Good luck tonight. You too, Hal. Cheers to you. You too, Sway. Best luck to everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys.